Welcome back, everyone. A brand new week here on the Integrative Health Coach Success Podcast. Excited to be chatting with you here today. And the reason is I want to go over one of the simplest things that you can do in order to grow your social media following, no matter what channel you are on, and also something that's going to easily lead to new clients. It's my favorite really tip to be able to give a lot of beginners or even advanced practitioners out there, because the goal is always to be able to teach to serve. Basically, you are teaching your best stuff. I'll get to that in a moment. And you're attracting the right people. They are then becoming your client, and you're serving them with, of course, your best knowledge of at-home labs or protocols, or if you're a personal trainer, your fitness-based programs, chiropractor, massage therapist, esthetician, and on, right? So what I want to share with you, though, is how can you make a small investment into your marketing that's going to pay dividends for weeks and months and years to come? And I like to keep things like, just really clean and simple and easy. And I would love for you to be able to test this out for yourself, maybe even over the next month or two. So the thing is, whenever you're doing a marketing based or anything where you're claiming results, and I'm not claiming results for you, you always have to give disclaimer like, this works for many people, but it may or may not work for you. But I'm actually going to teach you how to get it to work for you. All right, pretty simple and pretty straightforward. I'll use my own account as an example, and just keep in mind whenever I'm talking about marketing or I'm talking about client attraction, we're always doing it from an ethical standpoint. This is like the most ethical way to do it. And just understanding that I believe in abundance. I believe in abundance in every aspect of your life. I believe in abundance in your health. I believe in abundance in transforming your body into any shape, a healthy shape that you want it to be. I believe in abundance in relationships. I believe in abundance in spirituality. I believe in abundance also in your career and finances as well. I don't think that we were put here on this earth to have to suffer like so many of us do. And I was certainly a part of that group for many, many, many years, pretty much like the first 30 years of my life. So what I'm trying to do is teach abundance in all aspects. And one of those is your career. I want you to excel in your career. And one of the reasons why, and probably the main reason I want you to excel in your career, is that if you're doing well, you're most likely helping a whole lot of people. It's really difficult in natural health to not help people and be successful because you get a lot of referrals. And vice versa. Honestly, the market will tell you whether you're doing a good job or not, because people will not come back for follow-up appointments and they will not give you referrals if you do not do a good job. So it's a meritocracy in that way, because nobody hands you clients. Like if you don't take health insurance, which we don't, and I never have, then people have to use their own hard-earned dollars. And if you do a great job, well, they will sing your praises and you will be getting referrals for life, and they will do follow-ups. And so, if you think about it, the average person is going to see you 4 times a year, at least. So your average client will see you like 4 times a year, because they're going to do their initial appointments, but then they're going to do follow-ups. And the follow-ups are probably going to be like once a quarter. Okay, as a health coach, a personal trainer, you see them once or twice, maybe even 3 times a week. So it all depends, of course, on your industry. But let's just talk about health coaching for a minute. So now when you think about it, okay, how many clients do you really need? Like 100 clients that you see 4 times a year, sometimes maybe 6. So you're looking at like 400 or 500 appointments a year. For most people, that's 40 appointments a month. That's 10 appointments a week. And, when you do the math on that, in terms of finances, like let's just do the math. Let's say it's 500 appointments a year. Okay. And because it's new clients will always be more appointments for the first year. So let's just use the number 500. And let's just say you're charging $180 a month for your appointments or per appointment. And they get the email follow-ups with that. Okay, well, it's $90,000. And that you're, as an ambassador for your favorite water filter or sauna or nutritional supplements or at-home lab company or, skincare, whatever it might be, you'll make at least another 10,000. So again, like 10 appointments a week is going to equal $100,000 a year. I mean, it really is. That's why I always say, and I should have known that already, because one appointment a day, so 5 a week, one appointment a day is $50,000 a year. And so that's what I always try to help beginners with, is just understand, like, you're going to help so many people and you only need to do one appointment a day. That's it. All right, let's get started those, because like, how do we get the one appointment a day, right? So let's get into that. All right, this is the easiest way to do it. So the first part is that you have to understand the law of reciprocity. You have to help first. Never go out there and just ask, like, just say, like, me first. I just don't believe in that in life. It's just not my philosophy. It's never been my philosophy. I am going to give and give and give. And if I receive back, well, then I feel like, okay, I've earned that. Like, I've tried really hard. I've given more than I've received. I like doing that in life. So I'm always feeling like worthy. That's kind of how my mindset works. But yours may be different, and hopefully it's better than mine in that way. But this is what I do. So the greatest thing that you can do for people is to be able to first start off with some type of free content. And so I've shared this strategy before, and hopefully, if you haven't already, you'll be taking the business mentorship experience this January. It opens in December and it begins in January. Because the business mentorship experience, we teach you all of this in high level depth, and we even give you like posts to do on your social media. So it's a 6-month course. And by the end of that 6 month, easily you'll have a $50,000 to $100,000 business. Like that's the goal. The goal is for people to get started, get into it, get clients, and it's phenomenal. Plus it's a great community too. All right, but let me give you a tip for today. So the thing is, you want to be able to create great content. Just post on 1 or 2 channels for right now. So the biggest channels for right now, and they will change, but the biggest channels to post on right now are Instagram. And you can directly then post on Facebook. Okay, so Instagram and Facebook are done with just one post. And then TikTok. But TikTok isn't going to be as helpful if you're not doing video-based content. So you might want to just stick with Instagram and Facebook, okay? So let's say we're doing that. So, because it's the easiest to honestly start with. So you're creating a great post. Maybe it's it's an informative quote, or maybe it's a swipe post with really great information, or maybe it's an infographic. Like I just posted one, the top 5 foods that can cause allergies or make allergies worse, or the top minerals needed to boost your thyroid, or again, like I could go on and on, but like how I think about it is, okay, like what are my buckets? I've got my longevity bucket to help people live longer. I've got one for weight loss. I've got one for weight gain. I've got one then for wellness, and the wellness then is sub buckets into autoimmune. And so kind of like go from that. And you can just come up with your post that way. And again, in business mentorship experience, we actually give you a monthly calendar of how to come up with one post a day. And you can batch them so they don't have to be done every day. It can be done on 1 day a week. But anyway, I digress. So here's what you want to remember though. You're going to post a helpful piece of content daily. It should take you no more than 30 minutes to create. No more than 30 minutes. In the beginning, maybe it takes you an hour, but honestly, 30 minutes, okay? So that's it, 30 minutes a day, but this is how we're going to get clients. Okay, so we're posting what? Helpful information. That's not just like oh yeah, so what? But it's like, oh, wow, that was really helpful. And you know what? I'm going to actually save this because a lot of people save these posts. You may as well. And then what you're going to do is over the course of a month, you're going to know what posts are working best for you. And you'll want to do more of those posts because your community seems to be really interested. However, there's going to be 1 or 2, and this is really important. Out of all the posts you do, there's going to be 1 or 2 that do exceptionally well. Like 3 times the amount. Now, if it was a personal post you did of you, all glammed up and all that, that doesn't count. It has to be a health-based post, right? A health-based post. Okay. So you do one that got an exceptional amount of likes, right? Or even saves or comments, etc. You want to remember that one. So here's what we're going to do. And this works really well. We do it ourselves. So the 1 or 2 posts that do really well, you're going to choose one. For right now, you're going to choose one, and you are going to boost that post, right? Because here's why. Your community, the people who like you that got shown your particular post, they said, oh, we like this one a lot, right? They liked it. They commented, they saved. And you can find that, you can just look in the insights, right? Insights on Instagram, and you can actually see which post did the best. It literally sorts it by most popular. So like you already have that information. All right. So then what you're going to do, and you get to choose the amount you want to boost it by. But if you can, I recommend boosting it by $10 a day. So for the next 7 days, you're going to boost it $10 a day. That's going to cost you $70. Now, again, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not making any claims for what you're going to get out of this. But that was your most popular. It was basically voted on with people's likes and shares and all of that good stuff. So you're going to boost it. What is that going to do? Well, now that's going to get Instagram to show it to like another 5,000 or 10,000 like-minded people that already liked your post. So now you're doing what? You're bringing more people into what? Your profile. They're going to do what? They're going to like and follow your Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so that's one. Two, they're going to go to your profile because you're going to set it up for that helpful post. They go to your profile. Then when they go to your profile, again, we teach this in business mentorship experience, they're going to click on your link, your bio link. And then at the top, it's going to say free consultation. And then they're going to book a free consultation with you to potentially become a client. So let me now break this down just a little bit further. Okay, so you're spending $70 per week, $10 per day. Now, you're going to assess at the end of the week how many people clicked, how many people became followers, how many free consultations were set up. Maybe that $70 led to 1 to 2 free consultations because you keep posting every day. So they keep looking at your whole wall and they're like, oh, this is good stuff. Great. So now 1 or 2 people set up a free consultation and 1 person became a client. How much do you charge per month now? $180, right? So a new client is like $180 for each month for 3 months. Let's just say that's what it is. You can charge whatever you want. Charge 90, charge 180, charge 290, charge 490, whatever you want to do, okay? Here's what I want you to think about. That $70 now gets taken off the 180. All right, so you made it what? $110. It's not bad, right? But you got a new client. And the new client then also though is paying you 180 in month 2 and month 3. So then you get to keep the full amount. And to me, I'm like, that seems like a pretty good deal for a practitioner. Like, because if you don't have a lot of clients and you need to bring in clients, this is a good way to do it and also build up followers at the same time so that more people begin to find out about you because they might not be ready for a consultation yet. I totally get it, right? But you want them to follow you so when they are ready, they're there, right? And you can make that offer. So here's the interesting thing. You might be thinking to yourself, well, what if I did a boosted post meaning like you took one and it continues to work. So like if you got even 1 new client, continue to boost that post. But now you're going to try another post that outperformed the rest, like 3x what you would typically get. So if you usually get, let's say you usually get 100 likes. Let's just say that. You got 300. All right, well that outperforms by everything by 3x. Yeah, even if it's 2x, but let's say 3x, you're going to boost that one and try that one as well. So now you might just stop the first one and just do the second, and that leads to a lot of engagement, a lot of followers, but no consultations. Okay, your decision whether you want to try that for another week or 2. Maybe you say, no, I'm just going to go back to the first one, or I've got another one that's performing great, so we're going to test the next one that's 3x. So here's the thing though. You might want to think about this. Let's say you boosted 2 at the same time. The first one consistently gets you 1 to 2 new clients per month, all right? So what you have to think about is this. What am I spending each month for that boosted post? Now, this is different than an ad. All we're doing is boosting a post that people have already said this is great. Like, so that makes your decision on what to market even easier. But think about this. $70 a week times 4 weeks in a month. That's what, $280, right? Maybe a little bit more than that, but let's just say it's $280 because it's technically $300 for an extra couple days in the month, right? So let's say $300. Okay, so if you charge $180 a month and you only got 2 new clients out of that 1 boosted post, you're at $360 for the month, right? That's what you make the first month. All right, so 180 times 2. So you spent 300 of that and you only made 60 the first month. However, and you might say, well, I don't want to work for $60, 30 per client. Totally get it. But understand, you're probably an ambassador for a lot of companies, and that 360 then is going to be made in month 2 and month 3. And any follow-ups they do in the future, because now they're a client of yours. So you're just going to take really great care of them. So when you can start to look at it this way, you could say, wow, well, if I'm doing that, and maybe I don't make any money the first month, I'm not saying to do this, You might say, well, how much can I push this? What if I do $20 a day in boosted posts? What if I do $30 a day? Can I bring in 5, 6, 8 new clients? All I recommend is this: go slow and test. Know what you are doing so that you never lose money. The most that you could possibly lose is $70, right? That's it, because you're doing $10 a day per boosted post. And if it's not bringing in any new clients, then no point in continuing to boost that post, right? So I wanted to share this with you today because this is the world's easiest marketing-based budget and return on investment. I can't tell you if it's going to bring you in new clients or not, but what I can tell you is that it's going to increase your engagement, get more eyeballs on your social media, grow your social media faster, get more people to know about you. The more people that know about you, the more likely it is that you may get a new client. So hopefully this was helpful. Love to be able to answer more questions. I know it's only a 15 to 20 minute podcast, but again, if you're interested in learning more about this and how to really create a career you love and grow your health coaching business, I definitely recommend checking out the Business Mentorship Experience. You have to be an IHP, but you can be level 1, level 2, that's okay, mastery. And you can simply email support@ihp.coach about trying to enroll as one of those first or the only 30 spots that we have for that. And that does begin enrollment in December. But of course, you can email the team earlier if you'd like. Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. As always, definitely check out Julia's shows and real life interviews on Thursdays and let us know your feedback. We love hearing new topics to talk about on the show. Take care, everybody. Have an amazing week.